interesting thing about today's report for you?
Well, I mean, to me, it means that more jobs are being created, but also that more people are choosing to rejoin the workforce. And the net effect of this is slightly negative on the unemployment rate. But underneath all of this is something a little disappointing, which is that the proportion of unemployed that are long-term unemployed is staying relatively steady at 33%, in spite of Obama's call to employers to hire the long-term unemployed.
That's a drag. I can't imagine how awful that is for those people and what that means for their families. Mike, that participation rate does seem like it's got some hair in it, yes?
Yeah, it does. And it's especially shocking because we've conducted studies that have shown that the long-term unemployed stay on the job as long and perform as well as their counterparts with more traditional work histories. And in fact, in the recent report that was released last week, clients of ours like Xerox, AT&T, and Kelly Services cited their use of Evolv as one of the ways that they're helping to bring the long-term unemployed back into the workplace.
Danny, what did you see in this report?
Well, I see the economy moving along, but not really delivering enough jobs to sort of, if you think that the labour market's tightening, really. It's not really getting that close to full employment. And I think the crucial thing still is there's very little evidence of wage growth, and that's what Janet Yellen and the majority on the Fed have focused on. True around the world, still lots of slack, but that's the crucial thing. And it's pretty darn flat. We're really closer to 2% than we are to 3 or 4, which would suggest that it was really time to tighten.
Well, and Mike, you certainly saw, you know, I'm looking at you in my office at Pier 3 in San Francisco, and we did see wage growth, fantastic wage growth, particularly in San Jose, you know, the heart of Silicon Valley. What do you make of the bifurcation of wage growth, where we're really seeing it strong in some places and not in others?
Yeah, I mean, again, it depends on a lot of different factors. We're finding that specifically amongst the hourly population, for which we're very much focused, we're seeing relatively little wage growth, which is a little bit disappointing and unfortunate.
Danny, what about you? What do you make of the geographic nature of this?
Yeah, there's clearly some places that are seeing higher than this average, but an average includes people who are making 4 or 5%. A year, but there aren't enough of them. So yes, there's some geographic variation, there's some variations by skill, but still we haven't seen much wage growth. And the contrast with some other countries is actually marked. Real wages in the US have been pretty flat. In the UK, they're about 8% below what they were 4 years ago. So, you know, we should actually be thankful. Real wages haven't fallen. But that's a phenomenon around the world. We've seen little or no evidence of wage growth across really any industries at all.
Mike, final word, yes or no? Are we going to see a similar report next time around, or is it things going to get better?
I think things are getting better, so I'm expecting a slightly better report when this one comes around again.